Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are at Duckhorn Vineyards. Going to go ahead and taste about 6 different wines, anything from Sauvignon Blanc to Chardonnays and their famous Merlot. So let's go ahead and jump straight in. We're going to go ahead and first taste the 2016 Sauvignon Blanc from Duckhorn. It's got that beautiful gold color to it. Very fruity. Getting a lot of pear on it. First thing I noticed is that it's extremely smooth. Well structured, well balanced. Lots of some of the whiter fruits, like I'm getting like some peach, vanilla. It's good. It's well rounded. It's a little bit more on a heavier side, but it's a well structured and it's not too much, which sometimes I feel like you can get with some of the Sauvignon Blanc, where it's just too full bodied, too sweet, not well balanced and structured. And this is actually the total opposite of that. So this is, again, the 2016 Sauvignon Blanc from Duckhorn. Next, the 2014 Chardonnay. So this one on the nose feels a little bit lighter, not as full. Getting some oakiness on it, definitely a lot more oak present. So it's going to be a little bit more powerful, a little bit more light-bodied, not as heavy, a little bit lighter. Definitely a little bit more intense on it. What I like is you do get that buttery taste that you get in Chardonnays and a lot of Chardonnays, but it's not overpowered, and I like that. It's more in a medium side, and it's definitely gets lots of oaks. I feel like it's also well balanced and structured wine. It's just a little bit more powerful, so it's going to take away a little bit more of that from that fruitiness that we have on a Sauvignon Blanc. So a little bit more powerful, and I feel like this is definitely a wine that is just well done overall. Good on the white wines. What are your thoughts?
I think you're doing great, and I appreciate all the comments.
Yeah, no, it's and they're very different as well.
Very much so.
Which is really cool. I mean, obviously they're different, but it's just well distinguished and differently structured, and
varietal correctness is important to us, and so that Chardonnay falls very much in the arena of a Napa Valley Chardonnay, and it tastes like the valley, and it tastes like it's great. And the Sauvignon Blanc is something that I think is rather unique in American Sauvignon Blanc. Duckhorn's way with it is sort of our way alone.
Yeah, no, it's really good. So up next we have the 2013 Merlot, which is probably the bottle of Duckhorn that we see the most. But as Kay told me, it's the little brother. It's not the main, their main original wine, and their main wine, which is like she likes to say, is as they like to say here at Duckhorn, I should say, is Three Palms Vineyard is really going to be their birth certificate. So what started back in 1978. First started with this particular wine and vineyard, and a few years ago they were able to buy out the property, actually, and so very interesting. But this is, again, the 2013 Merlot that we see everywhere in a lot of different places. It's got a beautiful ruby color. Some nice dark cherries on there. lots of, I mean, in 2013 is going to be young, lots of red fruit, very intense, getting some, a little bit of tannins, definitely feeling the alcohol content, some oakiness to it. It's got some beautiful legs. What I think, what is this, like 14%?
About 14.3.
14.3, so about 14.3%. And it's very good, it's very light, it's very refreshing, and yet it's very powerful. It's got that, you know, well structured and very powerful. Again, you can definitely tell that this is a wine that you can age for a very long time. I mean, it's so young, and what I like about this is that it's a lot of wines that you drink that are going to be a little bit more powerful. They're not always good when you drink them early or young, but this is a wine 2013, 4 years ago. This is a wine that's very approachable today. Definitely recommend decanting it, giving it some air, but this is a very approachable wine that you can have today, or you can buy a few bottles and drink some now and save some for later.
For sure.
So, now this one's the one I'm really intrigued about. The Three Palms Vineyard, again another 2013 Merlot from Duckhorn. Oh wow. So on the nose, I'm getting a more full-rounded fruits with a little bit more full-bodied, a little bit more of a complete wine. Wow. Extremely smooth. It's just, when it's in the palate, it's just on a palate, it's just one complete package. One wine, straight through it. Getting a little bit of tannins, definitely getting the alcohol content. But this is lots of bold, young red fruit to it. So obviously this is probably going to be a wine that you can age for a bit longer than the Merlot, I would say, because it's got a lot more in the tank, and it's just so well rounded and just a smooth flow. So this is my favorite so far. But up next we have the Discussion, which is a fairly newer wine from Duckhorn from 2008. And this is, the Discussion is wine made from all the best vineyards from Duckhorn. So this is going to be a little bit higher than the Three Palms Vineyard or the Merlot. Ooh, it's got a dark ruby. So this is really going to be, I feel like, more on par with Three Palms, well-rounded. It's a lot longer on the palate. And at the end of the palate, you get that outburst of fresh fruit, I feel like. It starts off very easy, very mellow, well-rounded again, but at the end it just kind of opens up a lot more. It gives you those additional flavors, that extra kind of last kick. So that's good. Taste the 2012 Howell Mountain. Lots of intensity in this one. Lots of young red, light red fruits, and very intense though. It's a nice little. It's nice. It's well balanced between the light and the red fruits and the fruitiness of it and the intensity of it. You definitely can tell that this is a powerful wine, but with just a little bit fruitier, lighter fruits on the palate. So if I had to pick a favorite, geez, they're just also different. And depending what you're looking for, what you're going to be eating, I think the Three Palms and then Discussions are probably my favorite too. I mean, they're all great, and what I like about them is a lot of wineries, the vineyards that you go to, some wines will be very similar or taste the same, but here they're all just so different and have their unique touch to it. So that's what I like about Duckhorn Vineyards.